Hi, we're gonna put Tom's soft goods onto his mechanism. Alex is the designer, and yeah, you've met her before, producer. Hi.
Okay, so there are two main points of connection for Tom. His first main point is where his mouth is, and this is where the fuzzy Velcro is. And then a second main point of connection is in his base on the bottom, which is what connects to the chair. So you need two people to put on Tom very carefully, and since there's the slit in the back of the chair, you want to start from the bottom up.
So you want to make sure you're getting this plastic ring underneath the metal plate here. So it's a little tricky, and that's why it requires a couple people, especially with all the mechanism. So just start getting the foam around his thing. Be mindful of his mouth, so getting the neck below the mouth, that will help. And then you can just kind of squeeze him under, I think. So get him kind of set up, and then he should go on pretty easily. Then from there you want to get the mouth aligned. And so you open his jaws of death. Not really. But you open his jaws, his chompers there. And I find that it's easier to get the bottom one. If you get the bottom one on there really well first, the mouth or the top will be a lot easier. So you want to pull it on, get it lined up as best you can without breaking anything. Okay, the bottom one is on there. But not the top. Yeah.
It looks like it has to be shifted.
So, to get the top, it takes a little bit of
finessing.
Yes, thank you.
The corners of the cardboard and the corners of the metal plates should line up, and that's how you know it's in there.
That's how you know it's in there pretty good. And then you also want to try to get this layer of foam. You want the metal to have as much contact with the Velcro as possible. Thank you.
All right.
I mean, what do you think?
That looks good to me. Okay.
Let's look at his whole body.
So you just want to make sure that his base is Velcroed on to the chair, and then you just want to start from the bottom and Velcro up the back of his body. Okay, Tom's all Velcroed in.
Awesome.
Now, so he doesn't look like this, we have to put his clothes back on.
Okay. Just so you also know, there's a small piece. This was cut out of his ring. This could also be set at the back and will most likely be there to also help with the connection of the Velcro at the back.
And we're dressing Tom.
Yeah, so we got the soft goods on, and now you want to make sure his pants are pulled up around him. There may be a different connection. We may be adding Velcro back to his britches, so then it stays on his body a little better.
And it's just like dressing a small child. So we're gonna put on his little white shirt first. His little wife beater.
He also will probably have his other arm attached, and so that may be another issue. We'll probably have to re-record documentation dealing with that. But
If he doesn't have the arm on, then it's perfect.
then it's a lot easier. But to remove the arm, you have to just access from the inside, and there's just a very small little screw, just like this on the interior of the head.
Just like this.
And then now we're gonna put on his little jester shirt. And it's easy
And then there's little snaps and buttons. You just want to make sure the snap goes there and then line up the buttonholes.
Okay. Looking good so far, Tommy. Okay. Next is his little jester jacket.
And then his collar on his undershirt actually goes over the jacket. And once again, it's a little trickier with the other arm because there will be things threaded through his left arm for the mechanism. His collar goes over, and then for the final touch, his hat goes on. For now, his hat is attached by hat pins or just these little pins, but there will probably be a Velcro attachment, and these pins are little just straight pins, and then they go through the hat, through the hair, closer to this part of the material, and then stuck in the foam. There's 3 of them, but once again, this will probably be modified for ease of use to get on and off, most likely with Velcro. That's how you dress tomfoolery.
To undress tomfoolery, just do the following steps we just did in reverse order. So you're going to start with his hat and his hair and taking that off first, and then taking off all of his clothes, and then removing the Velcro connection, starting from his head up, down his back, and then from there you can start to slide him off of the mechanism.
Be careful with the mouth attachment and the Velcro. You just want to make sure you're separating that. And to access some of the servos, bless you, you may not even actually have to take all of his body off